Welcome to Dark Souls 3. I've played through this game a few times already, so I'm definitely late to the bandwagon here, but whatever. I know what to do, I'm experienced with it. I'm going to get my shit right. That's for sure. Start a new character here. One with a warrior this time. I'm going to go pure strength build. My last one was Dex for most of the game, and then a new game plus I went with a Dex Faith build, and let me tell you, that rocked shit hard. I started with the Young White Branch. What that item does is basically camouflage. It works the same as Chameleon or Silver Talismans in previous games. I know we're in the Cemetery of Ash. This is the starting area, and I'm already up to a great start getting hit by a fucking little peasant bitch. One thing I'm going to give you a warning about, I like co-op a lot. So there's a very like 100% chance that I'm going to be summoning people in every zone I go to that I can summon in. Just because I judge me for that and be like, oh my god, you're gay, you suck, you can't play solo. Well, could. I enjoy the call. Fuck you. I do not want to take that many hits because I'm going up here to fight this asshole, which is basically a crystal lizard on steroids, which are also on steroids. I'm confused how that hit me, but also that. Holy shit, I'm gonna die the first creature here, and that is gonna go upset me. Fuck. I mentioned I was gonna get my shit rocked, and I just did. On my first playthrough, I died this thing like 3 or 4 times. And I'm used to a much faster weapon, but I'm making excuses. I'll do better. Wait till I rage about getting invaded. Oh. So many invasions in this fucking game. And I'm terrible at PvP, terrible at parrying. I can't get enough of these games. First bonfire in the game, and you get a lovely gesture after you actually use it. I'm not going to use it right now just because I don't need to. I'll use it afterwards because I'm probably going to use up my healing potions and be close to death because, again, shit at this game. There's times too when I play this and I think, oh wow, I'm getting pretty good at this. And then I watched today a dude who went through every single boss in New Game Plus 7, that's soul level 1, killed every single boss without blocking, dodging, or parrying. And I'm just sitting here like, that's never gonna happen with me. Stop it. I just did, that's a weapon art in this game. Every weapon has a special little thing with it. Oh yeah, and you can basically do a visceral attack, and holy shit, that looks awful. Okay, and I just killed that thing flawlessly, so go figure it out. Yeah, some enemies you can basically do visceral attacks too. You'll stagger bosses, and some of them you can actually run up and do one of those attacks. Otherwise, you'll hear a different sound when your weapon makes contact. Instead of like the slashing and little blood splatter sound, you'll actually hear like kind of a boom boom sort of sound, and that means since they're staggered, you're doing a shitload more damage generally. And I'm pretty sure most bosses can be staggered. Okay, I haven't picked that up yet. Well, here's the rest chest. Also, just anyone who watches this, I'm not really going to be censoring myself through the spoilers. So as I'm playing this, I may say things like, hey, there's this boss up ahead. And it's actually like 3 zones away. Or I might do some lore spoilers or something, so just an FYI that might come up. This boss coming up here is especially weak to fire in his second phase, so I want to use that to my advantage. And I'm actually going to go ahead and use the bonfire one more time, just to get that last little shred of health left, and then I'm going to sprint to the boss room and cross my fingers and hope I don't die to him, because that would be shit. Pretty fucking pathetic. Oh yeah, one other thing in this game, they did split it up now. They brought back mana, which they call focus points, but it's fucking mana, it's the same thing. But they brought that back instead of spell uses. So now you have your Estus Flask and your Ashen Estus Flask, which restores that. So this is the first boss. Motherfucker trying to hit me from there? So you'll pull out the sword, and you have a couple second windows to give him a little smackaroony. And yeah, he's got kind of low health. Strike. That noise right there. So yeah, 50% he turns into this ungodly fucking sword and a lovely little bonfire. So that's a tutorial boss, Eodix Gundyr. Gundyr, I don't really know how to pronounce it. Eodix is Latin for judge, so it's Judge Gundyr. destination up there, but there's a couple little tidbits around this area to pick up. Broken straight sword, which never use because also, if you have noticed, my health has actually increased. If you look at the portrait in the top left, that's all embered up and shit. If you kill a boss, you get your ember back, and it works the same way as actually a couple of things. If you've ever played Demon Souls, if you die, your health is basically cut in half until you kill a boss or use an item, Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. That's beside the point. This guy wants to get kicked out too, because fuck him. So yeah, your health is cut down. It's static, it's not like, fuck, Dark Souls 2, where you lose health little by little until you reach a certain amount. But yeah, your health is cut down by a percentage until you use an ember. And being embered up also determines whether or not you're going to be able to summon people. You do get items throughout the game, and there's actually one coming up here shortly, I believe, if I recall correctly. Also, dogs are back, and they're just as big as assholes as ever. Anyways, you get an item up here, I believe, called an ember. Yep. That's your humanity. It works the exact same way. And I'm gonna mention again, dogs in this game, huge fucking pricks. So, familiar sight, or familiar name for place, Firelight Shrine. In the middle here we have this little inactive bonfire. That coiled sword we got from the first boss, jam that shit in. No loop. So this is your main hub. Rest there. This chick behind you is how you level up, so she works the same way as an Emerald Herald in Dark Souls 2, but she is a firekeeper.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one. I'm a firekeeper. I tend to the flame, and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones, and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side.
So, I've seen all this dialogue a lot already, so I'm possibly going to be skipping through some of it on accident. I'll try to leave it alone, but I can't guarantee it.
Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
So I started up as a warrior, like I said, so I've got the highest strength value starting in the game, which is going to help me out for strength build that I want to do. I'm actually debating whether or not I want to level up right this second. I'm actually going to hold off until
Farewell, I've made a
little bit. As is common in every Souls game.
Ah, another one roused from the sleep of death. Well, you're not alone. We unkindled are worthless. Can't even die right. Gives me conniptions. And they'd have us seek the lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. But we're talking true legends, with the metal to link the fire. We're not fit to lick their boots.
So he gives you another gesture, collapse, because he's all crestfallen and sad and depressed and bullshit.
Don't you think?
And he just laughs there. This is Hawkwood. He is a member of Farron's Undead Legion.
What a sick joke. Asking us to seek the lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones.
Ledge or whatever.
We're talking true legends. Those...
Yeah, he just repeated himself, So these are the 5 thrones of the Lords of Cinder. You can see right up there, There's one left. The other 4 we gotta get throughout the game. Up there, he is Lothric of Corland. He seems all like noble and shit because like, I'm a Lord of Cinder, I'm still here, I didn't abandon my duty. But his backstory actually makes him into a humongous prick. So we'll talk.
All that unkindled, and a seeker of lords. I am Lothric of Corland. Look not in bewilderment as I say. I linked the fire long ago, becoming the Lord of Cinder. If substantiation be thy want, set thine eyes upon my charred corpse. This sad cadaver. No need to be coy. Have a closer look.
I just know something. I don't see his
Do not
legs.
be away overlong.
And is he? It kind of looks like he's sitting on them. And I'm just going over this. Yeah, I don't know if he's just like kneeling there or if he actually like lifts his legs. It almost kind of looks like a bloodstain there, but it's actually just torn fabric. Either way, I don't care. Moving on. It's a handmaiden.
A pleasure to make thine acquaintance, Ashen One.
Seems like a former firekeeper,
But a humble
like the one you meet in the
handmaid of
hut
shrine.
in the beginning of Dark Souls 2.
Weapons, armor, trinkets, and spells. I've lots of little things to ease the burden of a weary traveler. And yes, I'm undead too, but not so charitable as to give my goods away. Ashen One, fetch souls and bring them to me. As is thy wont? No?
So she's your main vendor. You can buy and sell right away, which is awesome. It only took 3 games to be able to fucking do that. Sells all kinds of shit. This is a nice item to have, the tower key. You need 20,000 souls, so it's gonna be a little bit before you get that. So I'm gonna pick up the white sign soapstone so I can be summoned if I need to. I'm also going to buy all of her embers that I can afford, just because
Ashen One.
I don't like being unnumbered, because it fucking sucks. And this here is a familiar face from Dark Souls 1. This is Andre of Astora. Some people will say, oh, this is just a relative of Andre who looks like Andre. No, it is fucking Andre of Astora. It's not up for debate.
Well, a newcomer, I see. I am Andre. I serve at this shrine as a humble smith, forging weapons. You're in search of the Lords of Cinder, I trust. A toilsome journey, I'd wager. You'll require good arms. Let me smith you weapons. I am a smith. Such is my purpose.
So he has a lot of shit. You reinforce your weapons, standard stuff, you know, Titanite, Twinkling Titanite, and all that crap. Infusing weapons is the same thing as the other smith did. I'm blanking on his name. In Dark Souls 2 and the Lost Bastille. Doesn't matter. He infuses your shit with, I think there's 16 different things you can infuse it with. It's kind of up to bit from Dark Souls 2. He also repairs equipment, which is, it seems completely useless just because if you use a bonfire, your shit's repaired anyways. It probably comes in handy if your shit actually breaks, but nah. You can allot your Estus, so you can actually determine how many Ashen Estus and regular Estus you have. Since I'm not going to be using magic very much, if at all, I'm going straight healing. He reinforces your Estus when you get the Estus shards. There's 15. No. Yeah, I don't remember. There's enough in here to get a max. Cap is 15. There's enough in one place for you to get it.
For the
And then, yeah,
I don't want to see that.
So for now, that's all the NPCs in here. You will gather up more later. There's a little bit more to do in Firelink Shrine that I'm going to attempt to do, but there is this prick over here, and I am probably going to die. Up here, you can kind of see her. She drops a new Gigaton if you kill her. She hits like a truck, and she can parry you pretty easily. Easiest way I've found to defeat her: get her close to an edge, smack her off the edge. You try to go shot for shot, probably gonna die. And since I am currently embered and I don't feel like dying right now, I will come back to her later, just because I really just don't want to deal with that shit. You'll get enough embers throughout the course of this game, though. You'll be swimming in things. I think on my main character, I don't even recall how many I have, but I think I have over 160 of the things. So you get plenty. This guy here, this is a giant tree. There is no hard data yet on the Seed of a Tree of Giant drops, which are those lovely items that cause invaders to actually be noticed by the enemies and can be attacked and killed by them. But right now the current working model is if you get invaded, there's a 50-50 chance of them dropping one. My best recommendation, if you get invaded, come back to Firelink Shrine at your soonest convenience and check and see if one dropped, because they only drop one at a time. I didn't really realize this until very late in the game, and so I came back like in the second last zone and saw one dropped. So they're kind of annoying to farm, but you get invaded a lot in this game, and you can make it by using the dried finger, get a lot, invaded a lot more. So we're going to go to the first area is the High Wall of Lothric. And we'll see how good my chances of getting invaded right here. The first time I played this, as soon as I opened up the door, when it allowed invasion in co-op, I was invaded within seconds. It was ridiculous. So you start in this little room, nothing to do, there's just a door here. Open this shit up. Not currently being invaded just yet. If you are, this sign will be great. So that purple sign right there, there is a covenant called the Mound Makers. They are mad phantoms, and they work, they're actually pretty cool how they work. They can invade you, and their goals are either kill the host or kill a certain number of phantoms in that world. And it could be invaders, it could be Sunbros, it could be other, pretty much anything. Fucking dog. And hopefully this guy comes down here, cool. Alright, so up here is a little optional area, a little side area. There is this fucking guy right here. You need to kill him as fast as possible. There's another one. They're called a Pus of Man. If you don't kill them before they transform, they turn into a monstrosity. Very difficult to kill. Very difficult. They basically turn the same thing that UX Gunder turned into in a second phase. They're weak to fire, but at this level they're so hard to kill. They're hard to kill later on when you encounter them as a normal enemy. there's a shortcut here to get really in. But I think for intents and purposes, just clearing for funds. I'm kind of surprised I haven't been invaded yet. So one of the really shitty things about this game, and I just do not understand the thought process behind it. Summoned phantoms only get their health and recovery cut in half. So if you've got 2 Estus uses, and you come in from the rest of the world, you have 1. If you have 1 use of like Ashen Estus, you come in with 0. It is one of the dumbest things about this class. I cannot get over it. So there's another little side area, just go up the stairs. There's an ambush right here. Lion bitch. And up here you get binoculars. It's the only purpose of coming up here. Oh, and this little drop over here. Gold piper. Bitch. Risky move here. You're getting hit by a died. That sucks. Alright. Down here is a fun little piece of shit asshole. This is the first mimic of the game. Do not get hit by the ground attack. They do a shitload of damage. This guy drops something nice. Something nice for me. It's a deep battle axe. This is already infused axe. It should actually do more damage. No, it doesn't because it's dark scaling and I do not have the scaling stats for it. So, fuck that noise. But either way, completionist's sake. And also, it's a little shortcut so you do not have to deal with some bullshit down here. This fucking crap. So this phantom, he has no more health. Really, it's such a I don't have an answer as to why it's happening. But up here is the first bond. There's the second bonfire in this area. In this case, it's almost a mercy to just banish the phantom. But we'll see what happens. Because he's not going to get over healing. He's done on that shit. If he dies, though, I'll go up into the bonfire, reset everything, and heal up and all that crap. Heal. Okay, there's another pus of man right up here. This one's a little harder to kill before it transforms, but there's also our first crystal lizard that isn't some goddamn monstrosity. It gives you a nice little raw gem. We got a spear fucker. Not too bad with the people. Nice little shiny yard. There's that ambush. Oh, let's just keep on running. Broadsword. Down here is a very important area. You want to come down here. There's two very nice items to get. You really want to get. These barrels are explosive. I highly recommend blowing them up with enemies next to them. You got a chest in here. Silver Eagle Kite Shield. I believe that's the first shield you get with 100% physical block. And I'm hoping this guy walks a little closer. Yeah, I can get him in here. No. Well, this will be interesting. Give me a phrase. 3 very important items here. Worth it. Alright, here on this anvil, or table of sacrificial altar, first death is shard. Yeah. Give an asshole dog. And a cell key. I'll show you where this is used. And through there is a little balcony that leads down to an area we will be going to bit, but for now we're gonna go back to the second bonfire. No, I lied. There's one other little thing here. There's 2 items over here. One in the chest and whatever the hell this is. Green blossom. Also, if you don't know, you can tell the difference between a mimic chest and a regular chest if you look at the chain on the right here. If it's curled up away from you, it is a safe chest to open. If it is facing towards you, it's a mimic. Also, if you look closely at it, you can see the chest breathing, which telltale sign. Mimic, bad news. Kill it. There's a little ambush here. I'm gonna go back up the ladder, and we're gonna go get our first NPC. His name is Grey Rat. And he's a neat little character. Oh, I forgot to grab this here. There's no soul. Alright, either drop down, or since I'm out of Estus, I'm going to take the fucking ladder. Got a halberd guy. Barrel full of room full of explosive barrels. I'm gonna let the Phantom deal with this one. So I feel like dying in this bullshit room. Throwing knives. an enemy off to the left here. He's facing away. You could actually go up and backstab him, but you don't have to. No other enemies down here, but right in here is where you use that cell key. And you did that, and there he is, Grey Rat. I'm gonna, since I do have a phantom here, I'm not gonna keep waiting, so. You're no jailer, are you? No, you're from far away. But you by the bell, you must be some of that unkindled remarkable. If that's true,
Below the
high
high
wall
wall is a
town.
not the home of any.
Not the home of any lord, just a very old settlement of undead. An old woman, Loretta, lives there. Please give her this ring. I'm not asking for charity, in fact.
if you do, I'll be sure to repay you. I may be a petty thief,
but I've more wits than
What you say then?
What you say then? Grant request. Very well. Humbly place my faith in you. I am Grey of the undead settlement.
the undead settlement. Give this ring to old Loretta at the bit of your part,
do your part and I'll do mine. Pierstone ring and transports to the Firelink Shrine. And once we go back there, I will show you where he sits. But for now, we will progress with the level. There's not too much left before we get to the boss, but the boss is going to be interesting. I have a very strong feeling I'm going to... No, I'm not going to summon anybody else. Right here, at least. A very strong feeling that I'm going to get hit a lot more, or take more damage somehow, before I get to the boss, and that's going to cause me a problem, because I have no healing left. So I'm going to take every precaution that I can think of, and it's probably still not going to be enough, and I'm going to get hit and killed. Hopefully before, or after I open the shortcut. So that's not too bullshit. Right there. I fucked that up. So I'm at half health, and I almost rolled off the edge here. So that was fucking stupid of me. And the Phantom actually went this way to clear out this area so I can get some items. Undead Hunter Charms, those are Lloyd's Talisman. You use those against enemies and they will not be able to use our Estus. Oh, hey, buddy. Fuck it, he's fine. You can kill him for me anyways, I don't care, it's more souls. There are also random periods of time too where you can come across something it'll give you charges back into your Estus flask. And it's really bizarre. There's like right there I just got an Estus flask used back. Speak of the goddamn devil. Don't know what causes it. This guy's a spin to win attack like that, and it's frickin'. Can backstab this to these guys? I don't know why it was fair. Oh yeah, they must have got that little bullshit back. That really hurt. So I think what I'm going to do is... But yeah, there's a couple embers in this area. I picked up one. I think there's another one right here. So those are definitely things you want to pick up. I'm not going to make that jump right now. It's a ring of sacrifice. I don't care about it right now. And I don't actually ever use them, so if I miss the jump, it's probably enough to kill me. Alright, so this is an elevator. It leads back up to a handy dandy shortcut. Probably not, because he knows what's up. So this is that lock gate up here that leads back to the very first bonfire. Throwing knives, and we'll pop back down. And I got no other healing items. I missed life gems already. I can understand they were definitely a crutch, but they came in really, really handy. So there's 2 knights. Oh, don't drop down. You're gonna die, dude. I have to go in chat. Probably doesn't want to, but I have to go in the chapel behind. Yeah, behind here. So I'm gonna summon another guy just because I'm gonna need help with Ward. But fortunately for this guy, you have to go in here and talk to this lady. This is Emma.
The
long enkindled one, I am Emma, High Priestess of
Lothric. Allow me to
Let me speak frankly. You will not
find
find
them. They have left to their
gone.
journey homes.
Their journey homes converging at the base of this castle, head bottom of the high wall, forge on through the great gate, and raise the banner to proceed. You need this to continue. So
This farewell
gift is for you.
it
It's
is
the
the
insignia of the
insignia
old covenant.
of
If you trespass,
trespassers.
dark spirits drawn by the embers, then enters
this
upon your
on
heart, and the old conqueror will beckon noble blue sentinels to haunt these foul spirits. So we have the blue covenant. So if you get invaded, these guys will come help you out. Oh cool, they're fighting the knights for me. I have 1 hit left and I'm dead. So I am going to die to Vort. I guarantee it. So this will be interesting. Vort's not hard to dodge, but you still want some health to deal with it. And I will show this. It's nothing crazy. This is Vort of the Boreal Valley. He is basically he looks intimidating, he's pretty fast. He's really not that bad. But as I say that, of course, it's okay. I may actually even try him solo without using an ember, because again, I have so few. I'd rather use them when I need to. Alright, the second bonfire, I'm just going to teleport straight to the first. Shoes of the Void, it's easier with 3 people because, you know, he's distracted and you can just go smack his balls from behind, and with another person, and it makes the fight so much easier. There's a guy who made a video on ranking the hardest bosses according to a player poll. Apparently Void, I think, was like number 18 on the hardest bosses. And what I should have done, that I didn't do, that I just realized I didn't do, not call up the elevator, and holy shit, that fucking skeleton undead guy. It's okay. Pass this bullshit out of the boss door. Oh god. You know what? I said I was gonna try him solo. I lied. Fuck it, I got 5, so we're good. Take your shield away. Relax. On my wiener, apparently. And wave to Evelyn. Yeah, Evelyn. Can I actually use that other shield? I should be able to. 100% physical. Let's see, a 61.2. Alright. Alright, there you go. One thing I don't get about like a lot of YouTubers boss fights is like if their souls are on the ground, they literally have to run past it to get to the boss. Why don't they? A lot of times they just leave that shit. What the hell are you doing? So he's going into the second phase. Legs charge. But he's dead. And we're done. That Emma chick. We got the Way of the Blue Covenant and the banner from. You go back there much later in the game, and that's where you fight Dancer of the Boreal Valley. You'll see some familiar faces here, but you can trigger that fight early and get to an endgame areas quickly. But Dancer is a really hard fight, and fighting her at a low level, especially if you don't know what you're doing, is kind of a pain in the ass. Not a super easy boss fight. And it feels like you might be able to hear some background noise like a table saw. That's because someone is using a table saw. So, sorry about that. So this is Undead Settlement. This is the next area. But, we're going to Firelink Shrine. Spend some of my souls. guess we'll go talk to Grey Rat. Show you where he's at. He's just in the back, down some stairs here.
Oh, hello, you're back. And in one piece. Well, now it's time I do my part. Whatever trinket you need, speak up. Just don't ask me where I got them.
Alright, so he's just a vendor. He sells a different shit. He sells these moss clumps. I would recommend stocking up on those. And I like the look of the Thief's Mask, so I'm actually going to buy that and wear it. Also firebombs he sells, throwing knives. Throughout the course of the game, you can send him out to a couple areas to loot the thief. And he will gladly do that.
Goodbye.
And he'll come back with new merchandise.
And stay safe. Oh, this place is a bore. What good is thievery if you've nowhere to go?
So the Thief's Mask. On my way, yeah. And I just like the look of it. It looks a lot better. Alright, so I got almost 10,000 souls to use.
Welcome home, Ashes. Very well. Then touch the take nourishment.
Actually, I don't even know what I want to level up in. Strength, obviously, so let's dump our shit into that for now.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames go.
Okay. So I'm going to cut this one off here. I feel like I actually had a lot more commentary than my other videos, but there's a lot to say about this game, so appreciate the views. See you later.